Hi everyone, just want to start up my new channel and sort of, give some advice or have someone to talk to and let me have someone to talk to about trying to conceive and conceiving after a loss. And, I do apologise for the way I look. I've had a really hard and long day. I've not done my hair, I've not got dressed. It's just been a long, long day. But anyway, what I want to do is make a channel and talk, sorry, my phone. Just, say what my try and conceive journey is and talk about my loss that I've recently had, and hopefully I can reach out to people and people can reach out to me and, just help each other out. But I've recently had a miscarriage, which is where your body doesn't miscarry the pregnancy itself. It hasn't recognised that the pregnancy's died off and not growing anymore. It's not recognised it, so, it doesn't pass it itself. It's just, it stays there. I don't know how to explain it really, but basically I found out I was pregnant in July. So the end of July I found out I was pregnant. I will be popping in my video of when I did find out I was pregnant, because it's a happy video. It's really good, You can hear my son in the background giggling, and because he's going to be a big brother, and it's a lovely video. But I will pop that in just to show you, what it was like. But my son's right here now. He's just fast asleep. It's bedtime in a minute, so I've got to put him to bed soon. But yeah, I'll pop that video in just so you can all see and have a feel at, what it was like to get that BFP. But yeah, anyway, we had an early scan done when I should have been 7 weeks, because I had a car accident and I was just advised to go in, be checked over to make sure things are okay. So the day after I went into the hospital, I went and had a scan. This was on the 14th of August, I think it was, and I think I should have been about 7 weeks then. According to my LMP, I should have been 7 weeks, and the scan showed that I was showing 4 to 5 weeks, which I knew wasn't right. And from that day, I had such a bad feeling that this wasn't going to go right. I should have been 7 weeks, not 4 to 5. But they told me to come back 2 weeks later to check the growth and see if anything is growing. And those 2 weeks were agony, just waiting that long just to see if things were going okay. And I just had such a bad feeling. I was really ill though. I couldn't stop being sick, and the food, I just couldn't eat food. Our food was horrible. My morning sickness and my symptoms were just horrendous. With my son, I had nothing at all. It was fine. This time I just felt awful, and it gave me false hope that everything was okay. So I went in 2 weeks later for the next scan, and I should have been 9 weeks. I should have. The baby, a baby had grown, because the first scan, when they said I was 4 to 5 weeks, there was only a yolk sac and obviously the gestational sac as well, with the yolk sac inside. And then this next scan 2 weeks later, I had the gestational sac and the yolk sac and a tiny fetal pole, but the fetal pole was only measuring 6 weeks and I was supposed to be 9 weeks. So the baby had only grown a week in 2 weeks, and that wasn't right. And she said to me on that day she doesn't think it's going to progress anymore, and she, it never had a heartbeat either, and there should have been one by then, she said, and she just said she doesn't think it'll progress, but to come back next week just to check and then they can make a conclusion on that. But I need to prepare and think about the worst, and to expect bleeding basically. That's, she told me to expect it to miscarry, and then obviously I didn't. The next scan came, which was Thursday just gone, which was the 4th of September, and I had the scan and hadn't grown at all. not even an inch, not even a tiny bit. Nothing had grown, still no heartbeat, and it should have had one then. I mean, I should have been 10 weeks, so it should have had a heartbeat, and it hadn't grown. So she concluded from that scan on Thursday that I'd had a miscarriage, which just means, obviously, my body couldn't expel the pregnancy. It just thought the pregnancy was carrying on. It just kept the pregnancy in there, kept my baby there, didn't miscarry it. So I had to choose 3 options. What I wanted to do, the first option was obviously, do I want to wait and see if I do miscarry? And I got told it could take weeks, it could take 6 weeks or more, and it might not happen. And I thought, I can't do that. I can't wait that long to try and see if I miscarry. And so that option was out. Second option was the medical management, which was taking a tablet, then coming back 48 hours later and taking another one, which will basically put me in some sort of labour, and I could stay in hospital and pass the baby there, or I could go home and pass the baby at home, but I'd have a lot of cramping, it would be painful, I would see the fetus being passed. I couldn't do that. I don't think I could sit and watch and have to. I just couldn't watch. I just couldn't do that. I could not bear the thought of seeing a dead fetus. I didn't want to do that. That would make me feel 10 times worse. So I took that option out the window. And the only option left was surgery, where I would come in and they basically put me to sleep. And in the nicest way, they would get a suction and suck it out and suck all the tissue out and all the pregnancy tissue, the baby, everything, most of the blood, everything out. And it's done in 10 minutes. It was very fast. I had mine done the day after the scan, so I had it done on Friday, the 5th of September. It was quick, it was painless, and I've had practically no blood. I've had practically nothing. I've worn a pad today and I've hardly had anything. Today's Saturday the 6th, whatever, but I've had no blood, hardly anything. It's been a lot less traumatic that way. So, but you don't get over it. When people say you don't get over it, they mean it. You don't get over it. It's at the minute it's raw, it's hard, and I'm struggling a lot at the minute. Everything I see to do with babies and pregnancy, and half the people I know are pregnant at the minute, and they're just going on about, I felt my baby kick, and I've just brought my baby this. It's every time I'm seeing it, I cry. Every time I look at my scan picture that we got on the Thursday before I had my surgery done, I cry. And it's really hard. It's just hard to know that I could have had this other baby. I could have seen this other baby grow up, walk, talk, and grow up with their big brother and that, but it's hard. It's really difficult. And I didn't expect it to be this hard, but I want to carry on making these videos and just update you on how I'm doing and how I'm coping, and if I do learn any techniques or things that help me to cope, I want to share them so I can help other people in coping, because it's just the worst thing to go through. I do recommend the site Mumsnet though. I'm on there and I talk on a thread with quite a lot of girls, and someone else has been through the same thing and she's given me such lovely advice as well. And it's just nice to have loads of people to talk to, because I find it hard to talk to my partner at home, only because he doesn't like to talk about things like this. But if I don't talk about it, it's just going to bottle up in me and I'll just get more and more upset, and I can't do that. So I definitely recommend Mumsnet. But if anybody else has got any advice or coping techniques, anything to do with having a loss, message me and let me know, because I could do with some help. So I will, like I say, I will add my video of when I found out I was pregnant, and you know, it's a happy time when I found out, so I'd like you all to see that and experience what I felt that day. I hope to feel it again, have another pregnancy test reveal video again, but you know, that's for the future. So I will add that, and I'll try and add my scan photo that I had at the end of this video, but I've never made these videos before. I have no idea even how to upload this, so if I manage to upload it, that's great, and I'll try and get that scan photo in. If not, then you know I had no idea how to do it. So if anybody knows how to do it, let me know. But I'll have a go at putting it in. So, but as I say, I'll try and make updates as much as I can every week, or just as much as I can, and try and update you on how I'm doing, and hopefully when I start to ovulate and when we start trying, as I say, we're hoping to try straight away. So yeah, so hopefully I'll see you in the next video, but thanks again for watching, and message me if you've got any advice. It'd be perfect. Okay, thanks. Bye.